Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this edition, we discuss what has really happened throughout the trading session today, how the markets performed, and where were the gains and the losses seen. Well, if you track today's trading session, it was a big breather of sorts for all the bulls, for all the investors who have been having a sinking feeling over the last 7 days, because after 7 days of consecutive fall, the markets have been able to snap the losing streak. In fact, the benchmarks have gained over 2% amid the supportive global markets and buying seen across the sectors as well. At close today, the Sensex was up by 1328 odd points or 2.5% higher at 55,858. We saw the Sensex shut shop. The Nifty also was up by over 410 points or about 2.5% up at 16,658. So 16,600 being protected right again is definitely a better sign. Now, 2567 shares advanced in trade today, whereas 724 shares declined. About 89 shares remained unchanged in terms of specific stocks. You had the likes of Coal India, Tata Motors, Tata Steel, Adani Ports, and IndusInd Bank. These were among the top gainers on the Nifty. On the losing side, you had the FMCG majors, Britannia, HUL, and even Nestle declining in trade today. Now, all the sectors managed to end in the green, with the PSU banks, power, metal, realty all about up by 4 to 6 odd percent. In the broader market space as well, we saw the mid cap and the small cap indices rising about 4% each. Now, apart from this, there was focus on the international oil prices as well. Of course, after yesterday's sharp rise over $105 per barrel, today there was some cool off, although the crude oil prices, they managed to stay over the $100 a barrel mark as well, and continue to pose a threat to India's inflation, which is definitely a big concern for an oil importing country like ours, and therefore the current account deficit concerns as well. Apart from this, a whole lot of focus was today there on individual stocks that reacted sharply onto the news flows. Talk about Bharat Electronics that jumped the most in the last 4 months after securing a 1,000 odd crore rupees order from Defense Ministry. The shares, in fact, jumped about 7% in trade today. PNC Infratech also declared as the lowest bidder for an HAI project worth 885 crore rupees. Another positive for this stock. Apart from this, we did see stocks like Advanced Enzyme, NBCC, Vinati Organics trading up to 17% higher from the BSE 500 pack as well. A lot of focus was there on the individual stocks that definitely kept the sentiments upbeat in today's trading session after the sharp fall that we had seen yesterday. In fact, while the day was definitely good for the bulls, overall through the week, the markets definitely had a losing streak again. This was the second worst week in 3 months that we witnessed for the stock markets consecutively. Overall speaking, the stock markets definitely heaved a sigh of relief and pulled back. There was a bounce back seen from yesterday's sharp losses. But the big question is, how longer? How long can this, recovery or a bounce back can sustain from here on? If the war between Ukraine and Russia persists for long, slowly and gradually, analysts and economists will be able to understand the impact that it can cause on the economies, on trade, and the long term impacts that it will have as well, apart from the impact that we are already seeing on humanity in the both the affected areas right now. So keep an eye out on that. Overall, for the week, we've ended with the red, but today was definitely a breather of sorts for all the investors. We'll keep you posted with everything that's buzzing on the street. So do stay tuned with us onto Business Today, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for tuning in. For now.